This is a collective reading and is based on cartomancy. Again, the readings are for truth seekers. Let's begin. Can we see the energy for November 25, 2025? Maybe November 25th speaks to someone. A rekindling of fire. Courtiership. Coming into a position of stepping into a new way of understanding a particular structure. We have Daughter of Fire. Strongly focused on that which can serve. We have Create and Uncreate. You have a choice. You always do. Decide which is formed in your consciousness and which you do not accept. We have Initiation of Water here for the feminine part of the consciousness. Within the heart of the matter, we have the Daughter of Fire very courageously standing in the position here of knowing that she's able to step into a position of self-empowerment. You can look at her as the equivalent of Queen of Wands in her position. We see that she is observing the courtiership or the way that certain things have been presenting themselves in nature. In nature, she is seemingly also perhaps a little bit disdainful towards how certain things have been in her life. Perhaps she has felt that she's wanted to move out of a position of feeling like she's being abused or used in a sense of maybe she was exploited in her energy. We're seeing that what is flickering up here within the masculine part of the consciousness is that she's starting to rise up into a position of self-empowerment. She's coming to that realization. He or she, of course, energy is fluid, as you know. And she is realizing that she's in this position of stepping into a new way of reforming herself. So we're seeing here that she has to make the choice whether she can do this creatively, constructively, or do things in a chaotic manner, uncreate. And what is giving her the guidance here is the way that she is able to learn with being able to be in command of her emotions, her soul, those soulful feelings. Can we see here on the rekindle of fire? We have the rising air. When I speak of this is a collective reading. If you find this in any way in support of you, then please use your higher discernment and let others also find their truth in it as well. Rising of the air, it could be swords if you want to equivalent the equivalent to this card. It would represent the Five of Swords. It would also represent the fact that air is coming towards the consciousness. The mind is starting to become aware of what needs to get done here. What needs to get done? Looking to work with someone. Trying to collaborate perhaps. Perhaps you're 5-5. Very powerfully positioned here. I want to work with someone, but I don't want someone to exploit me. That's what she's thinking. Is this possible to happen? And the energy says the novice, yes. If you start it in the right way, if you learn to understand the trade in its precise manner, you'll be able to work with someone without being exploited because you have had the wounds from the past. And so you are being given the guidance that it is within you. It is underneath the Daughter of Air, therefore within the person to be able to make the right decision so that they can move forward with their collaboration or their business. If this is not a business, it might be a relationship. Perhaps you are a little bit hesitant and feeling like you don't want to become too involved with someone on an emotional level because you've been hurt before. And in this way, you're being given the guidance that actually, hey, if you just give yourself a chance to learn to understand who you're dealing with, you'll be able to know from which angle this person or thing or place is coming from with regards to you. Where do you place yourself with this situation? Can we see how this plays out? We see Fortune of Earth here. Kind of fell on its side, but I'm going to place it down upright because it means that the immediate awareness of realizing that there's help everywhere ever you go, and the way that you approach it, presenting Earth here, Fortune of Earth, which you could relate to Ace of Pentacles if you want, is saying that you are being given the treasures already within your grasp. So for some of you, you might enter into an abundantful next part of your life. It starts pretty much right now because it's immediate in your nature. It is within the grasp. Can we see on the outcome for you? We're seeing completion of Earth. It's going to be with you until you finish that entire project. It is suggested here as a 9 here, or 19. So you are being given this part of your life path as a path that you will take until you decide to leave it one day. I see it to last quite a long time. So it only stops when you end it. In other words, it's in your control. You have the control to be able to end the thing that you start here. I'm seeing this over a period of 5 to 10 years. And this is a very long-term plan that is being placed in the energy field as it stands. Can we see an overall here? And overall, I'm seeing here there's going to be a lot of people coming towards you that will want to become emotionally involved at what you present. Some are going to be, yeah, let's see, allegory of air. Yeah, I know they're going to be someone that you can actually build emotional and relationships with. You can actually even have the ability to express what you feel. I'm seeing that there's definitely a support here for that to take place. There is the thief in the center point of the heart. So there might be people that you need to be mindful of that could perhaps take of your energy. You are being given a warning that you must protect your intellectual property with the right way. And let's see if you are actually needing to look at anything a little bit more technical. Let's see here. It says here, sovereign woman, regal feminine, empowerment and abundance. So far I can see that it only will be just some sort of emotional thing that people kind of like want to imitate what you're doing because they admire what you've been doing. You could be an artist. You could be someone that's starting up a business in a particular way. You're afraid that people might actually steal your information or collect some of your information. But let me tell you this. The truth is, yes, there will always be people that will try to copy what you're doing, but it is also because they like what you're doing. It's a problem when they try to take credit where it's not due to them. And that is why you're being given a heads up here that you will always remember to stay sovereign in your own way of creating something so that it does not lead to being easily copied or imitated, that you will always have your own signature at hand. In other words, remember who you are. Always remember that it is within your own power that you are able to be infinitely potential, so it can literally not be copied. Infinite potential is infinite. There is no solid, it's not copying a recipe because it is not solid. It is not in a place that can be copied. Air cannot be copied. Outcome here. Guilt, shame. There will be some that will be guilty and they will be ashamed, and there will be judgment over those that will try to steal or copy from you or try to thieve from you on an energetic level, because this is your pathway of absolute intention, set initiation in place. You are the master of your pathway. It cannot be copied. You are a sovereign, which you could say the empress of your pathway. In this pathway, you are in control of your own regency in how you present yourself to the world. What you wish to share is your free will. I will leave this with you. I wish you all the best, and with this new endeavor, until next time.